This is Political Observer Platform where we do pure and objective political analysis. We don't do the bid of any political party or a presidential candidate. We only present the facts as it is. President Mahama engaged the media last Sunday, and let me commend him for that engagement. It is very good and healthy for our democracy. We want all presidential candidates, including independent presidential candidates, to emulate that. 30 minutes of a presentation and 2.5 hours of question and answers. I think that is very fantastic, and that is a very good initiative. Okay. I observed that President Mahama was able to answer about 80% of the questions well, except in some instances where he wasn't explicit of his responses. He gave general responses to some of the questions where viewers were expecting him to be more explicit and come out with strategies and policies to address a problem. But there were some instances where he was explicit by stating measures and policies that he would put in place to address a challenge. All right. Now we want to analyze specific responses that he gave to the questions that was posed to him. Now I noticed that he gave a detailed response to the 24-hour economy policy. The policy which seeks to address unemployment situation in Ghana was well explained by President Mahama. Yes, according to President Mahama, the 24-hour economy policy seek to address the unemployment situation. Okay. Some of his critics also says that he wasn't that explicit in terms of what actually he's going to do to ensure that the policy yield good results. But I can also say that the impact of the policy could only be felt or realized after the policy has been rolled out. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and see how the policy is going to be impactful to Ghanaians when he is giving the nod. All right, so for 24-hour economy policy, to my best of opinion, I think he gave a detailed response to that. Then when it comes to free SHS, he said he's for the free SHS bill, yes. And He's also for the policy, yes, which is very good. But the other comment or other statement stains the entire response. According to him, he learned the free SHS. And um, I think that the opposition NDC stands a good chance of winning the 2024 elections. And for that matter, they must be a bit cautious and careful when it comes to delivering their campaign messages. They must be factual and truthful. In situations where we know facts are bare, facts are sacred. Okay. And they should realize that they are not convincing their core base. In other words, they don't need to convince their constituency. But then there's a need to convince the floating voters, those who don't belong to any political party. And for that section of people, if they see you not to be truthful in terms of delivering your messages, it becomes very difficult for them to vote for you. Because we all know free SHS was launched in February 2017 at Mahama'S School by President Ekufuor. I happened to be there when it was launched. And this is a matter of record. Okay. And if a candidate mistakenly make this comment, I think it must be looked at. But one thing is that first question was asked where President Mahama answered in relation to the free SHS, where he answered, and he also stated that he launched free SHS, and he said progressive free SHS. A subsequent question was asked, which has to do with the same free SHS. He answered, and he said he launched free SHS. So then we can't say it is a mistake. I think it's something that he believes. And that is far from the facts. So I think that the campaign team of the opposition must issue a statement to address this. Other than that, it can go against them. What I see is that it seems the implementation of the free SHS is costing their campaign. What do I mean? When the government in power uses free SHS to campaign, it hits the campaign of the opposition. It breaks their campaign down. That is what it means. Because other than that, something which is facts, all the media people know, everybody knows, it has been documented. You could read from newspapers and other things. And you insist that you launch free SHS, then it becomes like a deliberate kind of, I don't know, mistake or whatever it is. So I think the campaign team can have a look at that. Then also, I think he did not address Captain Smart's question very well. Captain Smart asked a question about what specific that he wants to do. What new thing that he wants to do. That is why he wants Ghanaians to vote him back as president. But to my best of opinion, I think that question was not addressed very well. Yeah. There was also a question that has to do with, I think, Galamsey convicts. Okay. And I think on that one, he was very explicit. Yes. By saying that when he's voted into office, he is going to release all those people who were prosecuted because of what Galamsey. Okay. And I think, yes, here he was explicit and it shows decisiveness. Yes, because it's something he said earlier, years back, and he's repeating it today. So he believes in that. So I think, yes, it shows or it portrays the fact that, yes, he's decisive. Yes. As to whether Ghanaians will embrace that decision or policy or whatever it is, also another thing. But it shows the fact that, yes, he's very decisive and he believes in whatever he sees and he will act on it as he sees. Okay. Then also, I think there was also a question on Airbus. And I think he did not address the Airbus question very well. I believe that it was an opportunity for him to explain this and let Ghanaians know that all those allegations or whatever leveled against him are not true. Even though he answered the question, but you could see from the faces of the media people that they wanted him to use this opportunity to explain to Ghanaians that he has nothing to do with that Airbus scandal. But the response is kind of brushing it off without giving any detailed response. That is to my best of opinion, okay, or my observation. Okay. Then also there was a question which has to do with sports. Yes, I think that question was asked by Sadiq Adams. Okay, as to how he is going to link the 24-hour economy to sports. As a matter of fact, I think that question too was not addressed well. He could not tell Ghanaians how sports could be part of the 24-hour economy. Yes, that is what I observed. But in all, he was able to answer, like I said, about 80% of the questions very well. In fact, he was on top of the game. So that is what these are some of the few things I observe in his responses. Okay. So viewers, yes, this is political analysis platform, and we'll come back to you. All right. Thank you for watching.